other side of the island, feel the wind picking up, and you can also see that the water has risen already over the dock with still 10 hours to go. Lovely, thanks. That'll do. So, that's okay. As you can clearly see here, as you can clearly see here, the water has already risen over the dock. And everybody is trying to make everything as secure as possible. That's that part of the island. Let's go and look at some more parts of the island and see just how bad it really is. Hello, it's going to be pretty hairy here. My driver quit, so I'm just out here pretty much on my own. When we get over the top of that hill, it's going to get very hairy indeed. Oh, this is breezy. Trees are down, all sorts going on here. The wind is really picking up now. It's around in the 70-80 mile an hour bracket. 60, I'd say 60, I'm probably over exaggerating, but it's certainly blowing all the trees. Power lines are down. As we're walking along the island, we have to be careful of flying debris here. As you can see, the power lines are not looking good. Trees hanging in the branches. It's going to be pretty hairy from here on in. We'll just try and slide around that one. Very difficult to keep a footing. It's very slippery. There's running water everywhere. And we're fairly secluded and we're on our own here, so if anything happens, we've got to rely on ourselves to get out of it. So I'm being very, very careful going down sideways footing here down the hill, because this would not be good. As you can see from the trees being bent over left, right and centre. So as we get closer to the coastline on this side of the island, on the other side of the island is not good, but it's nowhere near this strength. The trees are literally being bent over as we speak. As you can see, we are right out in the middle of nowhere, so we have to be careful of flying debris. There is standing water everywhere. There is standing water, so we have to be careful of our footing. And there you can see the seafront being absolutely battered. We will go a little bit closer, but not too much further. Wow, that's really picking up. The wind speed I'm getting on my gauge is around 85 miles an hour. As you can see, or possibly see, as far out as possible. We'll try and make that zoom in as much as possible. The water here, which never gets above an eddy, is smashing over the tops here. I don't know that we can go any further here. For the simple reason we have water absolutely everywhere. Just turning my back on it. But as you can see, we'll try and keep the camera over my shoulder here. I can't actually face the weather. It is actually blowing me along. So here we have what it's like to be in the middle of what is at the moment only storm force 3. Another 8 or 9 hours to go. About another 7 or 8 hours to go before it gets really bad. If I start to ramble, it's because it's bloody hairy and bloody scary. Wow, has a gust of over 100 miles an hour. My God, that was bad. Telegraph poles, everything being knocked out of the ground. I think that's enough live reporting. That's enough live reporting from the danger areas. Time to make one's way to safety. As you can see, he's uprooting trees, throwing them around like twigs, and it's time to get as they say, get the hell out of here. So we are making our way slowly up the hill. Okay, we're about to go up this hill now. This is probably the most dangerous part of the journey. It is completely festooned with trees. There are trees laying everywhere. It's not as bad as it looks at the moment, but it is pretty hairy. There's a lot of trees snapping and cracking. As you can see, there's one just taking it in half. And of course, we are now climbing up through a very dense wooded area. When we get to the top of the hill, the weather will be savage, but at least we will be more secure around the buildings with less chance of flying tree branches. Trees are bending like crazy, wires are humming. It is time to get away from all this electricity, all this water and all this flying debris. We're a little bit safer now we're back over the hill, but it's still pretty precarious. As you can see, just before I try and make the final leg home, it is getting pretty raw out here. We are nowhere near the centre of this yet. That comes along at midnight tonight. This is where most people will come for shelter, which is known as the covered basketball court, as you can see. This is on much higher ground. It's about 40 feet above level, and of course everybody will head for here as long as the roof holds, because of course that's corrugated. And as you can hear, sometimes these places are not as safe as you think because they create wind tunnels. So we'll be hunkering down at home and not coming here. The Catholic Church has opened its doors early for sanctuary for anybody who wants to go there, and there are one or two making their way now right there.